Hi everyone, hope you're all staying safe and well. Bernard here with the film and TV channel, my own film and TV channel, and we're going to do a film review today. And we're going over to Ireland. Please forgive my little bit of an Irish accent there. I do have Irish ancestry, so you'd think I'd be a little bit better, wouldn't you? But there you go. Yeah, we've got a comedy thriller today, and it's entitled Pixie. Please, if you're new to the channel, please push that subscribe button and push the bell notifications, and make sure your notifications are set to public if you want to see these. If you don't want to push notifications, don't bother, just subscribe. That's enough for me. That'll sort me out. Thank you very much. And if you check my playlist, I do film, TV, drama reviews, quizzes, look at posters, stuff like that. So everything film related, information vlogs as well on new releases at the cinema, and obviously online and in store. Obviously the cinema ones I've sort of let go for at the moment as things are. I've not been doing many cinema releases because there's no real point, is there? There's not a lot coming out at the moment, but once we get rid of this nasty thing, I'm sure they'll be back. So please check the playlist, and you'll also see some football ones on there as well. So on my football team that I've supported all my life, Manchester City, so there's stuff on City history and City present. So if you know anyone who might be interested in that, please point them in my direction. That'd be wonderful. And please, you can follow or friend me on Twitter and Facebook, and I do check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone back. So I'll put a couple of addresses up on the screen for you to follow my link. So if you have to follow us or friends, etc., I do reciprocate, and just leave a couple of days, leave it a couple of days, I will all follow and friend everyone back. Right, let's get on with the film review. Pixie, yeah, I thought this was a Christmas film when I first saw the title, but I was slightly wrong. No, it's not a Christmas film at all. 93 minutes run time, 93 minutes overall with the credits. It's about an 88 minutes run time. 15 certificate, directed by Barnaby Thompson, and the film stars Olivia Cooke. I like Olivia Cooke, and that does come into it later on when I do my little review. Ben Hardy, Daryl McCormack, Cole Meany and Alec Baldwin, although they don't have major parts, unfortunately. I think Olivia Cooke and Ben Hardy started dating each other during this film, but it only lasted a few months. I don't think they're together anymore, but hey, there you go. It's a hard life being an actor, isn't it? Yeah, Pixie, played by Olivia Cooke, wants to avenge her mother's death by masterminding a heist. Her plans go awry and she finds herself on the run with two young men, played by Ben Hardy and Daryl McCormack, who are way out of their depth, being chased across the wild Irish countryside by deadly gangster priests. She has to pit her wits against everyone, taking on the patriarchy to claim the right to shape her own life. How's it doing? How's it scoring? Well, Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 90% approval rating. Now, don't forget, that's the approval, that's the sort of positivity rating, 90%. It's not a 9 out of 10 score. It only averages out at 5.4 out of 10, but they do like it, and it's got 9 fresh and 1 rotten review. So if you're used to Rotten Tomatoes, that's quite positive, although, as I said, overall, it doesn't get the greatest score. So if you look at Joe Public, there's some critics on there, but none that we really sort of take too much of account of at the moment. The main critics, there's nothing on the Metacritic site that I can see. So the Internet Movie Database, based on 329 scores left and reviews left by Joe Public, people like you and me, it's averaging 6.4 out of 10, so a little bit better than Rotten Tomatoes and the critics. I've picked out a couple of reviews, one sort of poorish and one good one, just to give you an idea. Simon Rochford on the 6th of December 2020, he headlined his little critique, well produced with great acting, but story a letdown. And he goes on to say, for an Irish film, you give it 5 out of 10, only 5 out of 10. For an Irish film, it was good, great acting and cast, good comedy and well produced and directed. But the story's a letdown, very, Pixie, the protagonist, is not a likeable character. She certainly isn't in that role. More of an antagonist. She makes a statement at the start of the film that goes nowhere, really. Definitely not on the level of either Guy Ritchie or Tarantino's script. Well, I can't disagree with that one. And somebody who likes it a little bit more, I've seen a few of his reviews on Internet Movie Database over the past. It's a guy who calls himself Ottoman. His headline was, if you like Guy Ritchie films, you'll like this. And he gave it a nice 8 out of 10. And he went on to say, It's not a classic, but there are very few films out there at the moment, and this passed a very pleasant evening for me and my son. Olivia Cooke steals the film as Pixie, and the rest of the cast provide good support. Alec Baldwin and Colin Meaney could have been used more. There are a few, probably cost more money though, mate, so that's probably why. Could have been used more, but there are a few twists, and the scenery is lovely. I wouldn't go that far particularly. It's a lot of green. There's a lot of green. I think if you like Guy Ritchie style films, you'll enjoy this. So again, he's commenting on the Guy Ritchie hook there. Right, my thoughts, Bernard's thoughts on this. I just want to confirm that this is not a Guy Ritchie or a Quentin Tarantino film. And sadly for me, without Olivia Cooke in this, it would have been just a little bit of a waste of time. It's set in Ireland, so there's no surprise that we see Colin Meaney, of course, who always seems to get in these. I do like Colin Meaney, I must admit, but he does seem to get in all these Irish-based films, doesn't he? Baldwin was an interesting addition, obviously, he was, but again, as in Colin Meaney, very, very little parts in this, really. For an afternoon's lazy watch, it was fine. It was okay. The violence isn't too graphic. I mean, it's all obviously what connotation you put on the violence. It's not too graphic in actually showing you what's going on. I mean, it's just killing for killing's sake at times, which is not nice, is it? But it's not overly graphically done. The story though is a little bit bland, and it's all been done before. I mean, it's all been done much better. And the comedy, well, I don't know. It's whether it was light or dark comedy, which obviously it aims at, doesn't it? Obviously, you think of things, the classic Ritchie and the classic Tarantino. It doesn't really work, the comedy in this. The attempts it, but it doesn't really work. I mean, there's a scene with priests and nuns toting weaponry, which in itself could be funny, but it's not really that funny in the context of this film. So and nothing else really works on the comedic side anyway. Even up to the final scene where there may be a twist, it's not exactly overly funny. So I was a bit disappointed with the comedic element, if you like, of it. Yeah, Olivia Cooke, as I said, I think she just about made it watchable for me, even though she does play quite a horrible character, and she's a bit of an arse, to be honest with you. I'm being crude there, but she's not a nice person. She has her moments, obviously, where she's okay, but she's not a very likeable character. But obviously she is very watchable, Olivia Cooke, in the role, and it did sort of just about make it not a total waste of 88 minutes, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it is a watered-down version of the genre, which doesn't really offer too much. It's okay. It's not, it is watchable. So, you probably know what I'm going to score this. But without Olivia Cooke, I would have probably scored this just 4 out of 10, to be honest with you, because it's been done far, far better, and there just wasn't enough in this sort of hang your hat on sort of thing. So without Olivia, whatever the first name is, Cook, I would have scored it 4 out of 10. But with her, yeah, it passed a watchable 88 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And a lot of people do like it, but a lot of people are disappointed. So as I said, if you go in with your bar quite low on the basis of a Guy Ritchie or a Tarantino comedy action thriller caper, then sort of set your bar a little bit lower. Don't set it up here, set it down there, and it'll pass an interesting 88 minutes anyway. It's not a total disaster, and it had the odd moment, but not too many, unfortunately. And the poster, well, I'm only giving the poster a 6 out of 10 because Miss Cookie's on it again. So yeah, I'll give. And there's a bit of a car. I'm not into cars. If you're into cars, you might like the car in it. I don't know, but it's quite an old-fashioned one. I quite like the old-fashioned style cars. But yeah, so you might like it. So I'll give the poster 6 out of 10, and I'll give the film 6 out of 10. So I'll make it a draw today. But yeah, as I say, it's just saved from being not a total waste of time by the young lady playing the lead role, who just about made it watchable for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please, whatever you're going to do with the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. And if you've got any comments on this film and anything else, please let me know. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Please, till we meet again here on the Film and TV channel, or you flit over to my Citizen channel where I do all my football stuff, please. Until we meet again, please stay safe, everyone. Bird is saying goodbye for now.